Good day, everyone. Nice to see everybody back on the channel again. These pictures here of this Blacksnake, I took a couple in 2018 on like around May 18th when the metadata says. I figured I'd do a re-edit on these. I had a few people ask me how I took this picture. I did get pretty close to this little rascal. He was at my workplace. He was running across the road there in front of us there. So I got my camera out and took his picture there. He was sort of didn't know what I was doing. Looked like he wasn't really afraid of me. He didn't take off. This one picture you can see my settings was I went to ISO 160, had my lens on 87 millimeters, f5.6 at 1/1000th of a second, and of course, now he did curl up when I reached out and touched his tail a little bit there, and he did curl up real nice and pretty for me. This picture I really did like, and this is the one I edited. I raised my ISO to 250. I had my lens at 135 at f6.3 at 1/2500th of a second. We re-edit this picture here. I did bump my exposure up a little bit, and I did like a manual white balance, you can call it. It's a I can't remember the exact fancy words they use for this, but you hold down your alternate key and you hover, or put your pointer on your whites, and you can see if you slide off to the right, these spots here coming up is pure white. It's going to the white side. I usually got it where just a little bit spots come through, and if you keep your alternate button held down, you can do the blacks the same way, but your blacks you got to slide to the left. You get some blacks coming in. Okay, and then let go of your alternate key. And I did bump, if I remember right, I bumped my clarity up a little bit and my saturation up a little bit because I wanted to get like a black and white sepia feel. That actually using the presets. There's some presets for them you can use, but I did it manual if I remember correctly last time. That's a little too much saturation. Tone that back just a little bit, because I could raise the exposure just a little bit too. So a little contrast. See a little contrast on the left side here. Let's go back to the right. That's too much. Let's go back right there. I like that. Let's scroll on down. Let's go ahead and enable our lens profile corrections. I'm going to buy a new mouse. This mouse is acting funny. It wants to double click by itself, and I have it on single click. It's time to get a new mouse. That's nice. I'm editing a picture and complaining about my mouse to a snake that likes to eat mice. That's real nice. I did go into the effects into my vignetting option in Lightroom. If you swing your mount to the left, you get the dark. If you go to the right, you get the white. I went to a little bit of, I put a dark vignette around this when I originally edited him. So this midpoint here, you can adjust your midpoints of how close it comes in. And your roundness. You can go through and make it go up and down on the sides, which is actually really nice. You can stretch it out just to the corners, which I like that. Got your feather. You either can line it up, or you can shrug it down to actual oval. It's real nice for doing portraits, whatever. You can make your own vignettes there on them there for your portrait pictures. Let's just go down to, there you go. And the highlights, which I don't think it really makes a difference in this picture where I went close to the sepia mode. It don't really seem to do anything to the picture. It might do a little bit here to the gravels. Let's throw it to 100. I don't think it's going to matter too much. This also gives me a choice if I wanted to put grain back in it. In the old film days, you had a lot of grain in your film, and sometimes it does look really nice on a nice digital picture to put a little grain in it. You can sort of play with these sliders a little bit. You really can't tell too much about it. You got your roughness. Let's just reset them. Hold your alternate keys and you should be able to reset your grain. There you go. And that's how I originally edited this picture. I did take this picture into Lightroom and put my logo on the side here. I won't do that this time because where I already done it before, I didn't want to have 2 or 3 pictures of this same picture running around. I hope everybody enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe below. Please feel free to comment. If you have any project ideas that you would like to see, feel free to text me, email me, whatever, let me know. I may put a poll up on any of this picture. I do have some projects up that I do want to do. I've got some beehive restoration project planned in the future. Might do a video on that. So, you know, that might be one of the selections to do. If you so wish to see that video, be sure to click and vote for that. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.